The Florida Department of Transportation, Florida's Turnpike Enterprise, welcomes you to the Alternatives Public Information Meeting for the Project Development and Environment, or PD&E Study, to widen Western Beltway from north of Interstate 4 to Seidel Road in Osceola and Orange counties. This project is being developed in accordance with the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Under Title VI of the Civil Rights Act, public participation is solicited without regard to race, color, national origin, age, sex, religion, disability, or family status. Please contact one of the Title VI coordinators shown here to express any concerns regarding Florida Turnpike's compliance with Title VI. The purpose of this meeting is to provide you with an overview of the study, including information on the PD&E process, project needs, alternatives considered, the public involvement process, and the study schedule. This meeting also provides the opportunity for you to ask questions and give input on the study. The agenda item is shown in the upper right-hand corner of each slide. A PD&E study determines if there is an engineering and environmentally feasible alternative to meet the future needs determined in the planning phase. It involves the preparation of preliminary engineering and environmental documentation. Key components of the PD&E process include an evaluation of existing conditions, identification of future traffic needs, development of alternatives, and an evaluation of the alternatives based on environmental and engineering factors. An important component of the PD&E process is public and agency involvement. All findings and recommendations are documented at the end of the study. If a build alternative is selected, then the process moves forward into the design phase. If additional land is required for the project, right-of-way is acquired after the design phase, followed by the project's construction phase. The study limits extend from north of Interstate 4, milepost 1, to Seidel Road, milepost 11. The project is located within Osceola and Orange counties. The study scope includes evaluation of alternatives for the widening of Western Beltway from 4 lanes to 8 lanes and evaluation of improvements to existing interchanges at Sinclair Road, US 192, Western Way, and Seidel Road. The study scope also includes evaluation of a potential new interchange, which is proposed at Livingston Road. Project needs arise from issues and concerns that may frequently slow down traffic, cause delays, or lead to accidents. The need to widen the Western Beltway is based on enhancing safety, accommodating travel demand through the year 2050, improving travel times and reliability, and enhancing economic viability, emergency responsiveness, and evacuation times. Improvements to Western Beltway are needed to enhance safety. Between 2014 and 2018, there were 161 crashes within the study limits between the I-4 ramps and Seidel Road interchanges. The estimated economic crash cost is about $33 million over the 5 years. Congestion is a major contributing factor to crashes. If nothing is done, congestion will continue to rise, leading to an increase in crashes. The State Road 429 traffic has been increasing by more than 10% per year in the recent past years within the study limits. This can be attributed to the high increase in population and employment opportunities in the area, as well as recreational activities. During the evening commute, traffic backs up on State Road 429 in the southbound direction towards I-4, and long queues have been observed at the State Road 429 southbound off-ramp to US 192. In order to accommodate future travel demand, 6 lanes are needed by 2030 and 8 lanes will be needed by 2045 for the segment between US 192 and Seidel Road, and between I-4 and US 192 by 2050. The improvements considered as part of this study include both improvements to the main line and to the interchanges within the project limits, and also a planned connection to the Poinciana Parkway extension planned to the south as part of a separate study. In addition to widening the main line, proposed interchange improvements from south to north within the project limits include operational improvements at Sinclair Road, a new interchange at Livingston Road, operational improvements at US 192 and Western Way, and 2 options for interchange improvements at Seidel Road. The no-build alternative will remain viable throughout the study. We will cover all of these proposed improvements in additional detail. Western Beltway will be widened from 4 lanes to 8 lanes throughout the project limits. This graphic shows the existing 4-lane typical section with a 64-foot median. The proposed mainline improvement widens the roadway to both sides. The proposed ultimate 8-lane typical section after widening to both sides includes 4 travel lanes in each direction. Now, we will cover the interchange improvements from south to north, starting with the existing Sinclair Road interchange 1 mile north of I-4. This presentation shows aerial views of the conceptual design of the proposed improvements with north oriented to the right as shown. The legend shows the difference between any existing and proposed signals shown on the aerial view. This graphic shows where the project begins and the first interchange at Sinclair Road. The Poinciana Parkway Extension PD&E Study includes improvements to the I-4 interchange and the Sinclair Road interchange. If Poinciana is constructed, Western Beltway widening would interface with that project north of Sand Hill Road. However, if the Poinciana Parkway Extension project is not constructed, the Western Beltway widening would start further south at the I-4 ramps. The existing Sinclair Road Diamond interchange and the existing signal at the northbound off-ramp would remain. Traffic signals would be added for the northbound off-ramp and the southbound on-ramp, as well as turn lanes at all the ramps. These improvements would allow the interchange to operate at a higher level of service in the future as traffic increases. There are 2 options for the Connector Road intersection with a northbound on-ramp. We will take a closer look at these options. The first option is the signalization option, which adds a signal at the ramp terminal's intersection with Connector Road, as well as a turn lane in each direction. The second option would be the addition of a roundabout at the same intersection instead of a traffic signal to control all turning and through movements. The roundabout option shown offers the same movements as the signalization option. Moving to the intersection of the ramp terminals and Connector Road at Sinclair Road, the existing signal would remain, but turn lanes would be added at 3 of the 4 intersection approaches. Moving west of State Road 429, a new signal would be added at the ramp terminal intersection with Sinclair Road, as well as a right turn lane on Sinclair Road and a left turn lane at the southbound ramp terminal. The table shown is an evaluation matrix that compares the Sinclair Road interchange alternatives. Both Sinclair Road options have traffic and safety benefits that offer significant improvement over the no-build option. The roundabout option offers the most benefits at a higher cost as compared to the signalization option. The next interchange would be a new interchange located 2¼ miles north at an extension of Livingston Road. This new interchange will relieve US 192 and provide additional mobility in the study area. The new Livingston Road interchange would offer full access between State Road 429 from an extension of Livingston Road as shown. The new interchange would provide for all movements with loops to the south side as shown here. The ramps to and from the south would be tolled with the exact location to be determined. This improvement would include widening Formosa Gardens Road for about 1/2 mile to eliminate the short section of 2-lane roadway and match the existing 4-lane condition south and north of Livingston Road. The blue highlighted areas show the location of potential right-of-way impacts where additional land would be required to accommodate the improvements. We will take a closer look at the beginning of the proposed Livingston Road extension first. The extension of Livingston Road past Formosa Gardens Boulevard includes improvements to the intersection. These improvements include a new signal as well as additional turn and through lanes at every intersection approach. The new T intersection at the extension of Livingston Road and the State Road 429 ramp terminals would be signalized and include new movements at all approaches to grant access to State Road 429 northbound and southbound. Modifications to the existing interchange at US 192 are also under consideration. Modifications to the existing US 192 interchange include minor interchange improvements at the off-ramps, the addition of one eastbound lane on US 192 from west of the southbound ramp, and one westbound lane from East Orange Lake Boulevard to west of the southbound ramp terminal intersection. These improvements are generally within the existing right-of-way, but may require small amounts of right-of-way to be acquired. We will take a closer look at the intersection improvements associated with the interchange, starting at East Orange Lake Boulevard. On East Orange Lake Boulevard, a new left turn lane would be added at US 192 at the existing signalized intersection, and a new through lane begins on US 192. Moving along US 192, closer to State Road 429, an additional through lane would be added onto US 192 westbound. In addition, turn lanes would be added on US 192 and at the State Road 429 ramp terminal. West of State Road 429, an additional through lane would be added in each direction on US 192, along with additional turn lanes at the State Road 429 ramp terminal. Located 2.2 miles north, Western Way is the next interchange with modifications proposed. The proposed Western Way interchange is shown here. The main improvement at Western Way is the addition of a second lane to the southbound loop ramp as shown. Other improvements include signals at the ramp terminals and additional turn lanes at both intersections. The improvements shown are generally within existing right-of-way, but may require a small amount of right-of-way to be acquired. We will take a closer look at the intersection improvements on Western Way starting at the ramp terminals east of State Road 429. Intersection improvements include a new signal as well as additional through lanes in each direction on Western Way. Additional turn lanes would be added at each intersection approach as shown. Moving west of State Road 429, a signal would be added at the ramp terminal as well as an additional left turn lane accessing the State Road 429 southbound on-ramp. The Seidel Road interchange, located 3.2 miles north of Western Way, is an existing interchange with proposed modifications. Two options for Seidel Road are under consideration. Both Seidel Road options would include widening the existing State Road 429 bridges over Seidel Road and a second left turn lane added approaching Avalon Road. The first option at Seidel Road is the signalization option, which includes the addition of signals at both ramps to control traffic movements. No additional right-of-way is required for the signalization option. The second alternative is the double roundabout option shown on the right, which adds a double roundabout through the interchange area instead of the two traffic signals proposed by the signalization option. For both alternatives, State Road 429 would transition to the existing configuration north of Seidel Road. The double roundabout option requires a total of 0.6 acres of additional right-of-way from 5 parcels. The table shown is an evaluation matrix that compares the Seidel Road interchange alternatives. Both Seidel Road options have traffic and safety benefits that offer significant improvements over the no-build option. The signalization option offers these benefits at a slightly lower cost and with less impacts as compared to the double roundabout option. The cost of the proposed improvements ranges from $287 million if the signalization options are selected at Sinclair Road and Seidel Road to $290 million if the roundabout options are selected at those locations. These costs include widening the State Road 429 main line within the project limits, the operational improvements described in this presentation at the interchanges shown, and the new interchange at the proposed Livingston Road extension. As part of the study, Florida's Turnpike Enterprise is evaluating the potential social, natural, physical, and cultural effects of the project and of each alternative. Features listed are just some of the types of analysis included in this PD&E study. Avoidance or minimization of impacts to these features is a key consideration. Impacts that cannot be avoided will be mitigated. Public involvement is a very important part of the PD&E study process. Various outreach methods will take place throughout the life of the PD&E study. 2 public meetings will be held for this study. Today's meeting, the Alternatives Public Information Meeting, is the first meeting for this study. The second meeting will be the public hearing. In addition to the scheduled public meetings, other outreach methods include the distribution of newsletters, information posted to the project website, www.sr429i-4toseidel.com, and other meetings with stakeholders and small groups. Throughout this study, Florida's Turnpike Enterprise will coordinate with the Central Florida Expressway Authority, the Reedy Creek Improvement District, Metro Plan Orlando, and Osceola and Orange counties. After tonight's meeting, we will review public comments in conjunction with the social, cultural, environmental, and engineering factors to reach a recommendation on a preferred alternative. The preferred alternative will then be presented to you at the public hearing, tentatively scheduled for the end of this year. This study is expected to be completed by early 2023. Please note that this schedule is subject to change and that subsequent project phases, including design, right-of-way, and construction, are not currently funded. Your comments are essential to this process and will help Florida's Turnpike Enterprise understand your concerns and suggestions for improvements. We encourage you to provide a written comment tonight, or, if you prefer, you may mail your comments or submit by email. All contact information is also included in the project handout. You can also submit your comments directly through the project website. The website address is www.sr429i-4toseidel.com. We would appreciate your written comments by March 10th, 2022. For more information, attendees of the virtual meeting can submit a question via the GoToWebinar question box or using one of the previously mentioned communication methods after the meeting. All attendees may also review the project information posted on the project website, which includes all the information presented at tonight's meeting. In-person attendees may ask questions to Turnpike representatives and review the aerial maps and other exhibits on display. After this meeting, if you would like to speak with someone, please contact one of the Turnpike representatives as noted in your handout. Thank you for your interest in the PD&E study to widen Western Beltway from north of Interstate 4 to Seidel Road, and thank you for taking time to participate in this meeting.